Thank you. You may be seated.
The Biko family, Vice Chancellor and Principal of the University of South Africa, Professor Mandla Makhanya, trustees of the Steve Biko Foundation, ministers and deputy ministers, members of the judiciary, Usis Zanele Mbeki, Professor Bani Pichana, the former Vice Chancellor of this institution, student leaders, labor leaders, Your Majesties, Your Excellencies, ambassadors and high commissioners, and leaders of various political parties that are represented here. And ladies and gentlemen, I am greatly indebted to the Biko family, the Steve Biko Foundation, and the University of South Africa for allowing me the honor to deliver the 19th Annual Biko Memorial Lecture. I have a few confessions to make before or as I speak. Steve Biko, as president of the South African Student Organization, was my leader as I was the chair of the Teflo branch of SASO. So it is an honor to deliver this lecture in his memory today. I never got to meet Steve Biko, but I had lived in the hope that as a branch chairperson of his organization at the University of the North, that I would meet him when he comes visiting our branch. I'm sad that it never happened. He and other leaders of SASO decided on a campaign to have us celebrate the victory of Frelimo in Mozambique in 1974. Well, their decision got me arrested for organizing the pro-Frelimo rally. So I have a bone to pick with Steve Biko. When I meet him, I will pick this bone with him that he got me arrested and finally expelled from my university before I could get my degree. Hence, I finally had to come to UNISA. But the other important thing is that it is a real honor to deliver this lecture at UNISA, my alma mater. It is good to have this lecture also during the year when we celebrate the centenary of Nelson Mandela and Umama Albertina Sisulu. Madiba had huge respect for Steve Biko, and in our discussions, he often spoke very fondly of Steve Biko and mourned his untimely departure from our land. Earlier this week, we commemorated the 41st anniversary of the death and detention of Steve Biko. In his brutality and callous disregard for life, the apartheid state inflicted a devastating loss on the Biko family and on our nation. The murder of Steve Biko reverberated across the world, reinforcing the characterization of apartheid as a crime against humanity. In the week that we commemorate a cruel death, we also honor and celebrate a truly remarkable life. A life that was cut too short, too young. It was a life dedicated to the pursuit of freedom, of equality, justice, and truth. It was the life of a great but humble revolutionary who fiercely rejected the false hierarchy of races. He spoke with the burning eloquence of the essential humanity of all people. He understood that the system of apartheid was predicated on the delicate lie of white supremacy and black inferiority. He knew too that this lie was perpetuated by those who sought to preserve white economic privilege at the direct expense and to the exclusion of the black majority. The philosophy of Steve Biko was fundamentally the antithesis of this lie. It was about establishing the principles on which a new and more humane society would be established in our country. He made this very clear when he said, "We have set out on a quest for true humanity, and somewhere in the distant horizon we can see the glittering prize. Let us march forth with courage and determination, drawing strength from our common plight and our brotherhood. In time," he continued, "we shall be in a position to bestow upon South Africa the greatest possible gift, a more humane face." Close quotes. But where did this all come from? We can ask ourselves. Ian McQueen writes in his book, Black Consciousness and the Progressive Movements Under Apartheid. And he writes that Black Consciousness movement was a protean movement, the product of its time. The movement drew from diverse trajectories of the ideas molded to fit a purpose, to resuscitate black pride and to generate a renewed project of political empowerment. Black consciousness emphasizes the way of life which those oppressed by apartheid should adopt to embody a liberated mind, close quotes. What Steve Biko sought to articulate was really the lived experience of black people and to restore the true humanity of all people, black and white, and to build a society in which there would be no majority nor minority. There would just be people, free, fulfilled, and at peace. It is that quest for a true humanity that must lie at the core of our every endeavor. For decades, this quest has been a constant companion to the struggles of our people for freedom, dignity, and respect. It was present at the formation of liberation movements, during the campaigns of defiance, during the strikes and stayaways and armed resistance that our people embarked upon. It is found within seminal documents.
These are the contemporaries, that golden generation. Thank you very much. I'm sure even that camera, which was still changing the mode, is now sorted given the time. Let's put our hands together. Then thereafter we will also exit. I can assure you the meal is the same in all 7 points. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much. Yaleboha. Doribua. Thank you very much. And for those in Brazil,